We were off last week. We're back today. This is me testing. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to Friends Like Us Live with Marina Franklin. Yes, everybody here. You welcome. I spelled that wrong. Oh, tell me where you are watching us. I should have put that, but I didn't. Let's see. Tell me where you are watching from. I was very ready, not ready today, because my sister Leah just called me. Tell me where you're watching us from. All right. I always start early to get going and get. Oh, Chicago. Hello, April. Yeah, Leah just called me and told me that this is the shelter weekend. I did not know that they were doing that. I've been so busy working. So, welcome, April. Welcome. Yes, I did not know that Chicago was, that the shelter was celebrating its, I guess, the anniversary, or they were having events this weekend. I totally am out the loop. I was, I've been working. Now, April, are you here? Are you doing it? You're not even? And I wanted to go to the house music thing. Listen, my house music friends in New York they've all got stuff, life and stuff. So there's no one to go with. I mean, I have friends but they're not house heads. Do you know what it's like to go to a party with people who aren't house heads? Painful. Um, oh, you can't go, April. And I didn't go, and I'm here, and I'm hearing that it's like amazing, and I didn't know anything. So I'm gonna go look at not Lil Ray. I get them confused. There's a lot of littles. No, it's so many littles. What's up with the littles? When did that become a thing, by the way? There's a little Duval, there's a little Ray, there's a little Rel, there's littles everywhere. Is it kind of like a sir, like a junior? I don't know. But I'm missing out. How are you doing? No. How are you doing? I Tell me where you're watching us from. I love when I get people from Africa. Oh, is it from the rappers? DJ Eric, did you know about this? DJ Eric Prince, did you know about the shelter reunions this weekend or the shelter parties? Sorry about my hair, by the way. I just like literally got off the phone with my sister. I was like, I gotta go live. So like, I hope my makeup looks okay. I barely put on anything. And today was one of those days where I wake up, I feed the cats. There's 17 cats in my boiler room. If you're following me, you know what I'm talking about. I am cat rescuing. I didn't mean to. It's just my super was irresponsible. He put cats in the boiler room and he didn't fix them. And now we have 17. Here's an announcement for all of anyone who does this, who wants to get rid of rats. Please just take care of the cats and fix them. Like, snip, snip, because they can produce a lot of cats really fast. Okay. A 4-month-old cat can give birth, can get pregnant. I'm taking my multivitamins. hmm And a female cat can carry 2 litters by 2 different fathers at one time. So that's why we're in this situation. Okay. So please neuter and spade, because it leads to just nothing but cruelty in animals. And that's what I'm dealing with. And so I ain't got the money to go to no shelter party. I would love to, but I gotta work to get this situation under control. And I'm almost done. I only have 1 cat to neuter out of 17, so I'm good. Yes, I've it's amazing what I've done. I can't believe I've done that with the help of Beth Stern. Thank God for Beth Stern. North Shore Animal League, check them out. Donate to them today if you can, because the work they do is incredible. And anyway, that is why I'm spending all my money on cat food. I have people who've donated and given me some money for cat food, and I've gotten them cat. They're good. They're in the boiler room. It's not hot down there, even though it's nice in New York. It's not hot. They turn off the heat, and as soon as I get that one cat fixed, that one that keeps coming out after everyone, and it's funny because I don't know. I thought I didn't get the older cat or something like that, and then I saw this one peek its head out. And I was like, "Oh, you're next, buddy. You're next." So, we have one left to go. Then yes, that's it. I love it when people try to do ads on here. I don't know how to block you, but no, when you start off with, "Hey, hello, sorry to bother you, but I was wondering if you." No. Sorry, it's not gonna help. You're just gonna get blocked. Don't they know that? Look, Juskow just sent me a message. We're getting busy here. Who's getting busy here? Everything should be fine. I'm just giving you a heads up. That's what Juskow wrote. I don't know what he's talking about. You're talking about. Who is we? This may be extra short. We're getting extra busy today. Of course, my asshole response will probably make him act up even more. Still waiting on dates. Want to take the wife to one of your shows. Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. It's been a busy week. So I've been slacking on everything. All you have to do is just text me. I don't put my local dates up really for a reason, because people are crazy. So Eric, just DM me when you're ready to go, and I'll take care of you. Okay. If I'm on the road, then I put those dates up. Good day from Oregon. Finally around to watch the live. Yay. Oh my God. Hi, TB. And sorry about this week. This week we didn't do the backstage, but I haven't seen you backstage in a second. So, because you had some issues with your internet. So, yeah. So, Eric Prince, just, you know what? Just tell me, like, give me a week in advance and let me know. You did text me for a week, but you're saying that you had to find a day, right? Or I don't know. Sorry. It's the cats. I'm off. I'm off on all levels. So just you gotta have to hound me. Hound me. Hound me. Or just show up. How about that? But you just let me know for sure when you want to go to see a show in New York City. And I got you. But hopefully things are calming down. Oh, TB, things are calming down for you. Okay. Because we've had some good episodes. I will say this is the reason I do this. If you didn't know why I do this because I have a podcast. It's called Friends Like Us. And guess what? We are trademarked as Friends Like Us Podcast as of now. Friends Like Us Podcast. Okay. Trademarked. Thanks to you all mentioning it on this live. I did it and it's done. I mean, it's not all the way done, but it's almost done. And that is my podcast. And we've have amazing guests. I mean, this month was incredible. We had Charla Lariston, who is on. She's an amazing writer. She's written on shows with Nicole Byer. I think it was called Grand Crew. I can't remember the names of the shows, but she's written on several sitcom series. You know, she's an amazing comedian. And I had her on the podcast to talk about writing and getting burnout. And you don't have to be a writer to get burnout. You could be in just any type of career and you just get burnout. And she really goes in and talks about how she healed herself and how she dealt with it. It taught me a lot, actually. It helped me a tremendous amount. So it's a great episode with Charlotte Lariston. You have to go to the Friends Like Us. The link is scrolling right underneath here, and it's also in the description if you're on YouTube, which is the best way to watch us. Not the only way, but it is the best way. I'll put it in the chat here, so that that is where you want to go to get updates to the podcast, updates to me, but definitely go in to check out those episodes. We also had Christina Greer on recently, who Charlemagne the God had an issue with. I guess he was not happy with something she said, and he gave her donkey of the day apparently, and it's like, come on, dude, she's a professor. Now, someone argued that you can't use that. I'm like, yeah, I think so. I think so that you can't use education as a defense, and I'm like, I think so. I think so. I think the problem that we're getting into is everyone is acting like they know when they don't know. I think we're gonna have to lean on the people who are actually educated, especially now. I had a scientist in the audience last night. I was like, oh, thank you. I bet you're vaccinated. He was like, of course. Mm. And not all, scientists are, but hey, but she's amazing. And I got a couple of clips up on the YouTube so you can get a little taste of her and that episode. And this week, right now, the episode that we have out right now, I have Zainab Johnson on it. And Zainab is featured in the Rolling Stone magazine right now. And she is a comic to watch. She is fierce. I love this young lady. She is beautiful. She's kind. She's responsible, respectful, funny, talented. Ugh. And she's on this episode with Noye Brown West, who is also funny, talented. She's a young star. It's a great episode to listen to. And then we have coming out this week, we have Von DiCarlo. Von DiCarlo is headlining now, and she's doing an amazing job. I'm so proud of her. She's a very good friend. We had her on actually this live stream. I think that was last week or the week before, because we took off last week. I forgot I was only going to do this once a month, and then I've been doing it every weekend. So, you guys got a bonus. All right. Yes, he can. All right. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let me go here. Love all the cat posts. Oh, thank you, TB. That deserves to be posted. You saying you love all the cat posts. Thank you. Yes, they're beautiful creatures. This morning, their faces. I'm starting to know their faces. They got little different faces. I'm starting to figure it out. Sometimes it's hard. They're all black cats, so it's hard to know. When you neuter them, they get their ears tipped, and it's hard to see which ear is tipped. And when you trap them, it's hard to know if you trap the right cat. Marina Franklin, trapped this week on her own 4 cats. And that was hard to do because some of them have been neutered and fixed. So I have to hope and pray that the right cat goes in the trap. It only can take 1 cat. I was lucky. I just was lucky. This week I got 4 cats. Got 2 on Monday. Right before the podcast, I trapped 2 cats, which I record the podcast every Monday, goes out every Wednesday, and then 2 on Thursday. I mean, sheesh, I did good. And so now I just got 1 left, and I see her. It's gotta be real strategic to get her. Hey, Mike Dick 2, what's up? What's up, Mr. Noise? What's up, DJ Eric Prince? What's up, TB, Mike Dick 2? You guys are all awesome for joining me. April's, I think she had to leave, but I appreciate all of you. And also, Suleiman, thank you for being here. If you're still here, I see you. I see you. So, oh yeah. Oh, you were sad to miss those. Yeah, they were pretty good. Sometimes the ones who get neutered want to be caught again so they can get some of that sweet indoor time. No, they're indoor. That's the thing. They're not outside. That's why it's been so successful. Is they're all in the boiler room, and everything has been closed so that they can't go outside. I think. I don't know. Sometimes there's one cat down there that's like scary. It's a big cat, it's adult. And that cat is not to be messed with. I don't mess with that cat. I think that's one of the mothers. There's like two mothers, and that's one. And that cat disappeared into a hole that I have never even seen was down there. I was like, okay, all right, well, good luck. Um, but most of the cats are adopted now, or up for adoption, I should say. The father, the one who started this whole thing, already adopted. Friendly cat. The mother is very close to being adopted, and then there's 7 kittens that they kept for me, and those kittens are being socialized and they're doing great, and they're about to get a they're so cute. They're so cute. Those little ones, when they're little like that, oh god, they're so adorable. Oh, so this is the work, and then I'll soon be done. I'll soon be done because I have one more cat, and then after that, I'm gonna feed until this guy who was kind of like the cat guy. I think you guys know who I'm talking about. There was a cat guy. I got him back involved, and I'm gonna have him take as many cats as he can. Oh yeah, Q. Say it again. Do you know, Q, how to calm a cat down in a trap cage? Do you know why they do that? I love knowing stuff, by the way. So the reason they do that is because they're trying to get out. And because it's a trap, which looks like they are out. So the way to calm them down is you put a blanket on top of the cage. That's not see-through. That's my mistake. The first time I had a blanket that they could still kind of see, and they try to pull in the blanket. So you really be careful because they can hurt themselves. So, that blanket, that thing to put in is very, very, very important. So I do that. Yes, blanket, blanket and weed. Yes. No, no, no catnip. I don't even mess with catnip right now because that's a whole different thing. So yeah, that's what's going on. We don't know if Juskow has apparently a life today. I know he's saying things are crazy. You got to watch Juskow because it's a nice day in New York City. So the chances are is that he's up to no good. Uh-huh. Oh, Juskow lies. Oh, yes, he does. Yes, he does. There was that one day where he had to leave early. He didn't tell me it was because he was doing his podcast. He says he did, but I don't know. Trap and return. Yes, not release. You know what they used to say? They used to say trap, neuter, and release. Well, you can't release a cat anywhere. You got to return them back to. It's like if you did some stuff to me. If let's say you captured me, okay, and you did surgery on me, and you changed me for the better. Okay, you don't just dump me anywhere. You got to return me back to people who know. You know what I love? I love when I'm talking about cats. I'll see the numbers rise, and then the moment they see that I'm talking about cats, it dips a little bit. But I will say this: on stage last night. Oh my god, this audience was amazing. They were asking so many questions that I was like, "Are you sure you want me to go? I could stop because I could talk about this all the time." I was like, "Because I can't believe I'm doing this." I cannot believe I'm doing this. And I want it to be over. I do. Are you guys enjoying St. Patrick's Day? Are you doing the Irish? I used to love seeing like little black kids in school wearing green on St. Patrick's Day. It's like, what are we doing here exactly? What are we celebrating? The Irish or the color green? Oh, the fact that it's a holiday. Now, I love the Irish. I have Irish friends, and I love my Irish friends from Ireland. Very important distinction. Uh, I find the Irish from Ireland have empathy for Black people in America that I don't find from them in America, namely Chicago and Boston. You know, some of the most racist people I've ever met in my life. But from actual Ireland, and I'm sure there's pockets there too, but from actual Ireland, for the most part, these are good people who get it. They get suffering and they get, because their whole thing is different. It's about religion and, Catholicism and Protestant and all that. I don't even can't even imagine. So when they come over here, they're shocked. Actually, my friend was telling me they're pretty much shocked by the racism that they see in America and disappointed by their Irish brethren that are here. They're like, don't you know what we went through? Don't you understand? Like, it's amazing to me how soon people forget about their own suffering and then pass on suffering to others. Amazing to me. Oh, Juskow is here. Well, we better get him before, he's got a party, I guess. I don't know. He's big time. Big time, Juskow. Big time. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, hello, Gary Stevens. Before I'll just say him hi. Hello. Hello, Heck Tech. Hello. All right, here we go. David Juskow, everybody. Woo!
Hi. Don't you understand?
What?
I don't understand. I'm working.
No, I thought you said party or so. You said
No, I said
crazy.
we're getting swamped.
Who's we?
My coworkers. I work on Saturdays.
Yeah, but I thought it's just you.
I have a coworker.
Oh, I didn't realize it.
It usually just is me because she's at lunch, but something happened today.
Oh, and is this still going on?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go at a moment's notice. Maybe. I mean, I can stay on for a little bit, but I'll go as long as
no worry.
somebody's gonna call me soon. So this never happens. This is really weird.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Ugh, worst holiday ever. The parade is today, not even on Sunday, because
I thought it was on Sunday.
Because the Irish people are so religious, they cannot parade on Sunday. They can drink to oblivion, but they cannot parade on Sunday, so they have to the parading on Saturday.
Is that why?
Yeah, that's why. Sunday is sacred.
Well, is the LGBTQ one on Sunday? Because they have two now. They have one that includes the LGBTQ plus, because you know how religious they are. Do you remember when the Cardinal or Dolan or whatever the fuck, he was talking about how they desecrated because they had a funeral for a trans person, and then he felt like they desecrated the cathedral or something, and he was like,
right, because the Catholic Church doesn't believe in trans or gay or any of that stuff.
So it's like, why are you being like that? Like, just admit you ain't over it.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
not. Just don't. You're trying to use this whole you just didn't.
Well, they're never going to admit it, but the Catholic Church hates women, trans, gays, everybody. I'm not even sure how they feel about black people. It's not like the other religions are as nice either. Not like the Jews are all about women or anything. The Orthodox, and it's certainly not like the Muslims care either about trans or women in general. So religion is the problem with everything.
Yeah, I agree. Get rid of
Why
it.
that John Lennon was something else. He figured it out really early on.
Why? What was the song?
Was that Imagine no religion? I always thought that was like, what is he talking
No
about? Now I get it.
religion.
Religion is the root of all war.
Mm,
That's what's
mm.
happening in Israel and Palestine, and that's why all wars are fault, because there's crazy people that need you to be the religion they are, and it's been going through from the beginning of time. Crazy.
Boogie Down and Hawaii? Hectic, are you in Hawaii?
No, JWB 671's in Hawaii,
Oh,
who I just met the other day.
how did you meet them?
Oh, see, he was going to tell her I was working. I was working.
Okay.
He came to town, and we got a drink. He was very nice.
What does he look like?
Um, he's tall, and what did he look like? Who did he remind me of? Kind of like Anthony Edwards in Revenge of the Nerds, but that's when Anthony Edwards was handsome.
Oh,
So,
that's
you know,
cool.
yeah,
Well, that's
he was
awesome.
tall and lanky.
Hey, lanky. Hey, tall, lanky.
Very nice.
Bingo, Juskow. He looks like
Yeah.
Does he
everybody
look
knows.
like a Catholic?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was talking about the parades last night. I used to do this old joke that I brought back, but it has a different reaction now because it's not it's the timing of it. There was the Puerto Rican Day Parade that
That's the second. That's the worst one, and then the St. Patrick's is second worst.
yeah, so the Puerto Rican Day Parade, there was one year where the police were beating on them, right?
Yeah.
And I said it's an old joke, but
The
it's
police
one of
had
my
to walk me to my car one year because of the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
it's one of my favorite jokes. I said the Puerto Rican Day is a lot like the Irish Day, the St. Patrick's Day parade. It's just the police are actually in the St. Patrick's Day parade.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and it's funny because I certainly have no issues with Puerto Rican people or Irish people, but those fucking parades can suck it.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? Every show
I
I
think
did
those
it,
parades bring out the worst people. If that's the problem.
every parade I did, I mean, every show I did, I would ask if they were in the audience and they were Irish, if they were going to the parade, and they all said no,
Really? Because
like that.
so many people going.
And they said they were doing one in Ireland on Sunday. So I don't know. I don't know if that's maybe we can Duncan, are you still here? For the Friends Like Us page, can you check to see if Ireland does their parade on Sunday? I'm curious. Okay, good. Can you check? Because I believe that's what they were saying. I'm curious.
I'm curious too. I mean, if Ireland doesn't seem to care about Sundays, which of course they do, then why would New York care?
Now, your friend, tall and slinky. I'm mainly Scottish plus a touch of German.
That makes sense. That adds up with what I saw.
What'd you guys do?
We just had a drink at that bar I like.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, he was going to see, I guess he went to see Nick Griffin at the Cellar with Colin, and then they went to see Book of Mormon
Ooh.
and Back to the Future, because I will always recommend Back to the Future.
Oh,
They only saw
wow.
that on
That's
my
a lot.
recommendation. I'm recommending. Well, people come to town, they want to see.
He didn't come
do
see
everything.
me. He didn't come see Marina Franklin.
I think they would have enjoyed that very much.
I mean, what the hell?
I don't think they had the weekends free. And are you there on the weekdays a lot?
Yeah. I mean, I'm there. Actually, yeah, you're right.
It's like with Colin, it was an assigned show.
They do celebrate it on Sunday. Thank you. Thank you. So I guess in Ireland, the place where you would expect.
So here it's two-faced. See?
Well, there's so much pressure, like, as you know,
right now.
as they're always trying to prove, like, Lois always tells me this, that she can see that American Irish they're always trying to, like, connect with their roots and be like, oh, I'm Irish, and they're, and she could see, like, they're so far gone from the original home of what Ireland is, like the whole racism thing. Like, Irish people in Chicago are some of the most racist people I've ever met in my life. Not all of them, but I've been Chicago's racism stems from that. The cops, all that,
Right.
And again, not all of them, but most. Okay, so let's not pretend. But in Ireland itself, they're very ashamed of that. Most of the Irish that I've met in Ireland are very ashamed of that because they go, "Do they not know what we went through over here?" And we have such empathy for Black Americans, for anyone who's suffering. Um, am I? Oh, thank you. What? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's so nice of you. I don't feel pretty, but thank you. I did an extra face thing this week, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's the cats. Did I tell you, Juskow? I only have one cat to neuter
That's fantastic.
out of the 17. And this week I caught 4. I trapped them myself. And Shecky's,
You caught 4. Shecky Beagleman?
yeah, who passed away.
She's dead.
Easy with the dead word.
She's dead.
Stop
She's
it.
dead, and she's never coming back, and that's that.
You know what? Shecky would probably say it that way too. That's the wild thing.
Becky Beagleman. I love saying that name.
I miss her so much.
Funny that I only met her once in my life, but heard her voice or name every, so many years.
Oh, I love Shecky. Well, Ken, who is her husband, came this Thursday, and I caught 2 cats while we were having coffee.
That's amazing.
And he goes, "Oh my God, you're really good at this." He goes, "I think you may have a gift for this." And I go, "Well, no, it's because I really want it over with. Like, I'm done. I've been tired." Do you know what it's like, Jessica? I get up at 7:30, like
For cat purposes?
yeah, for cat purposes. And you know the guy? Remember I told you about the guy? You nailed it with his Freddie Prince. What is Freddie Mercury and Obama thing? The guy, the crazy cat guy.
The guy in your building?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got back in touch with him.
You did?
I had to because I can't do this on my own. So I told the super, I said, "Listen, I'm going to get in touch with him because he wants to hang out with the cats. And I do need someone to be with them at night. And if he's going to do that, which I'm not going to do, I could use that help. I could use some days where I don't feel like I have to go in a second time.
Right.
Plus, he's going to take the cats with him when he leaves this building. He's going to go back to Virginia, where the fuck he comes from. So I sent him an email and I put it very nicely. And I meant it. I said, "I know you love the cats. Whatever we went through, I don't want to even go through it. I don't want to argue with you. But I'm going to talk to the super about letting you go back into the boiler room so you can hang out with them." And he wrote this. "Thank you very much for the update. I do care very much about the cats. I'm so happy they're getting taken care of." And he goes, "I would like to be able to go back into the boiler room so that so that they can get refamiliarized with me. And I would like to have an uninterrupted visit at 8:00 p.m.
Who the fuck it was? Now you got to be done with this guy again, right?
He said, "Why that uninterrupted visit?"
What is he planning on doing to those cats?
I was like, "I like my visit to be uninterrupted, please."
That's insane.
This is what this just sums up what I've been dealing with, though. So I said, "Yeah, sure. Listen, I don't care as long." He said, "I'm not going to mess with your TNRing, you trapping and neutering. I'm not going to mess with the food. I'm leaving all that up to you." I said, "Good. Now you're where I want you to be." So it's perfect now. He goes in there at night. And guess what? The gray cat that was missing. Remember the gray cat?
The one that was afraid to come out?
I have not seen the gray cat. I
baby
never
one?
see the gray. I never see the gray cat.
Aw.
Guess
He
what?
was the cutest one. What?
He comes out with him.
Really?
He told me. He said, "Oh, I see the gray cat." I go, "You do? Do you know how that made me feel?"
I don't.
It made me feel like I was the monster. Like I'm the
Well, I didn't want to say it, but
well, you know what it is like I am the one who's doing the trapping. So there's a lot of they're like they see me as this person that comes in and it's like, "Oh." So even though it's really funny, there's 3 cats that will play with me regardless of what I do. They're like, we're scared of you, but we want to play. And sometimes they just wait for me. They'll all look at me like, okay, now it's time to play. After I feed them, they just stare at me and wait patiently.
That's
And
so cute.
I go, what's going on here? And they're like, come on, lady, you know what's going on. Bring out the toy. Bring out the the toy with the bell and the feathers. We want to get to jumping. And they love it. And some of them jump so high. I
Wow.
swear to God. It's like, I actually knew one is getting neutered right. It was my highest jumper is getting neutered right now. I caught them this week. I felt bad, but yeah, I only have one cat left. And that one I've got to be very strategic with because that one is very afraid of me. And that one only comes out when I'm playing with the other cats. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed the other cats. And then I'm going to set up the trap for that cat and put some sardines in it.
Ooh, sardines. That'll work for me.
Do you really? You like sardines?
I do.
Ew. Why?
I know my friend Bob, who's 86, got me into sardines and onions sandwiches. We go to diners sometimes. I haven't had one in a long time.
Do
They're
they?
very good. You can't go out afterwards.
Wait a minute.
Don't try and go on a date after that.
Oh, well, I know because I get the sardines on the blankets that I toss over the cage and that smell. I do not like that smell.
I like it.
Sardines and onions, are the onions cooked?
I don't remember. I haven't had it in a while. It was
And what kind of
though.
bread?
I'm trying to remember. It wasn't a roll. Was it white bread? I don't remember. I got to ask Bob when I see him again.
It's funny because that's what Ken said. Ken was like, I used to like sardines. Like it was like something he had to admit, like it was a secret.
Yeah.
He goes, I used to smell really bad when I ate those sardines. I go, really? He goes, oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't go see what Hectech wrote. Marina's extra pretty today.
I know. I said that a while ago.
Just saw it.
Oh, your wife likes sardines? Oh, I don't I know they're a good source of something. Omega
3. We'll continue in a moment.
They're a good source of omega, and I think there's something else they have that like you can't get from anything but sardines, but they're like, ooh, anchovies. Ooh. I did like them in salads. Like they're good in salads, but
anchovies in Caesar salad is amazing.
Yeah, they're good in that.
That's the only time. I'm confused. I had some the other day in a Caesar salad. It was delicious. But when they use a pizza with anchovies in every movie or TV show we've ever seen as a joke, we get a pizza with anchovies, like, have you ever in your life ever been with somebody who ordered a pizza with anchovies? Because I haven't.
No, I've never, ever.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
And yet that's like the one everybody always talks about in the movies, but I've never actually seen anyone order it. And I've certainly never seen order. Hey, you guys want to get some? We'll order a pizza. Everybody like anchovies? I've never heard anyone say that, like ever.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
This
People order pepperoni all the time.
All the time, yeah.
Other items, but anchovies. It's weird that somehow became the norm of movie scripting, but not realism.
Yeah. I had a lot of pizza last weekend. I don't know what happened, but I went on a pizza. I had pizza on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I've done that.
Have you? I was out of control.
Black olives and anchovy. That sounds delicious. I like that, Mike.
I like olives on my pizza.
I do too.
And I like onions.
Like pepperoni, though.
You don't like pepperoni?
No. Hey, Hot Tim.
Hot Tim just had a really tough week, and I'm glad you're pulling through. Yes, he did. He got checked this week, and he has to go back in and do all of his testing, and he's good. He's good. He was making fun of me, saying that I didn't care about him, but look, here I am saying it to the world.
I care about him too. I'll give him a call.
Yeah, he He did have
Wait, look at this, Mr. Nice. I used to work at Chuck E. Cheese kitchen, and we get anchovy orders 3 or 4 times a year. Okay, right, a year.
a
Okay,
year.
so our point is
Well,
made.
from Chuck E. Cheese. I mean,
And
those
that's
are
even
kids.
weirder. Like, what kid would like that, right?
Like, why would they even have that? I guess
Yeah,
maybe the parents.
why would you even have anchovies on the list for a Chuck E. Cheese?
Because the parents. I do want to show this really fast. I got this from my lady friend at the farmer's market today. From Lily May Aromas. You know what? To get the soaps and stuff. Well, this
Uh-huh.
is like a diffuser. I've never used one of these, but it's a natural instead of a candle. You use this. Have you ever done this before? I
Yes.
know you have
Uh-huh.
with these
In
little
fact, I'm
sticks.
running one right now.
No, not this. You don't have to run it. You just put the oil in. It
Yeah,
goes through the.
that's what I have right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I just lit it's smoking right now.
No, this doesn't smoke.
Oh, this one does.
I don't. Yeah, you just put the oil. It fills up, and then it smells up the room. And of course, she had to
Yeah,
hear all my
that's what I'm
cats.
doing. Mine's different. I put in some drops.
And this is made of concrete. She said it won't break. I go, what if I drop it? She goes, it won't break. It's concrete. Look at that. Look at that.
That's amazing.
And she gave it to me as a gift because of all of the support I give her because I love Lily May.
How
Aroma.
delightful.
I'll put her. Look, I'm gonna put it in here.
Usually, one has to go to a bowling section. Oh, sorry. That's all right. Just got lies.
Also, there. I should say, don't forget, donate to the North Shore Animal League. They are the reason that I've been able to achieve what I've achieved with these cats. They have helped me out. Beth Stern.
That's Beth Stern, right?
Incredible work. Incredible work. After I'm done, and I don't have to I've had people send me money for food, and cat food. Like Jody Wasserman sent me a whole bag of cat food, and Yamanika sent me some money for cat food. Thank you. And my friend Isis sent me some money for cat food. And it's incredible because it's expensive. And do you know how, I look at Chewy.com, I
gotta do this thing.
Oh, okay. You can mute me.
I'm gonna mute.
Or take yourself off or whatever you need to do. Oh, we still get to look at him though. Yes, Tim is okay. Oh, parents got to eat too. It's never part of a part. Oh, look at that. D for dick. Oh my God. We're just hiding for now. Let's see here. You're going to be, Lily May. I hope I spelled that right. If you go to that site though, let me tell you, she's got amazing stuff. And she was going to get me a hoodie, but some drunk individual hit her car that was parked. She showed me the video this morning of a drunk individual actually driving down a wrong way street, turning into her street, and then plowing right into her car. This happens in New York during the winter time. You run the risk when you don't have a garage of never having a vehicle that looks, everything's dented here. You had to get a bone marrow biopsy this week, and oh my God. Oh, are you okay? JWB671, tall and slanky. Are you good? Oh my God. That sounds very painful. Do they put you out? And I hope you're okay. All right. By the way, if you're just joining me and you've never watched this live before, this is my live for my podcast, Friends Like Us. If you have not subscribed, please go to the link tree that's scrolling beneath here and hit subscribe. Now, Apple has done something really interesting. Apple Podcast. They've made it so that you have to actually hit the link, I think, to listen to it. So it's kind of messed up all of the algorithms for podcasts lately. So make sure you check it out, okay? Because we have Christina Greer, who was on the podcast. Very good. We had Zainab Johnson, who was featured in Rolling Stone magazine this week. And she also has a special on Amazon. If you haven't checked out her special, it's called Hijabs Off, and she's so funny. She also tells a very vulnerable story that I didn't know. I didn't know she played basketball, but I did know that she had an accident in New York City where a truck actually hit her. And it's one of those things that she doesn't talk about and she doesn't mention. She's never talked about it in her act. Beautiful girl. And yeah, sometimes we all have things that we don't talk about. We have hidden scars, so never assume. Speaking of scars, the subway this week in New York City, I don't know if you saw it, out of control. 1 week after Kathy Hochul put the National Guards down there in Hoytensgemmerhoin, I've never been able to say it, on the A train, which is my train, in Brooklyn. Guy gets on the train, is aggressive, and is fighting with another guy, and then they're fighting. A woman, while they're fighting, a woman stabs the guy who's aggressive, who's off. He's not okay. And the guy goes into his bag to get a gun and goes to shoot the guy. And we don't see this part, but they tussle. And the guy who he goes to shoot steals the gun and shoots him with his own gun 4 times. I mean, when the story first came out, it was like, oh my God. And you see all the people in the subway, they're scared. They're like, it's one of those situations where I wish we just, common sense, right? Like the subways are dangerous. And I don't think there's no amount of police you could put down there to cover every corner of the subway and every situation with crazy people, or I'm sorry to call them crazy, but sick individuals. Mental illness is high. Um, so I don't know how you deal with that, but I do know that you have to have some type of program set up for people with mental illness. You have to have some program set up for people who can't get on the subway, who can't afford it. You've got to prevent people from illegally jumping the turnstiles for this reason right here. The fact that everyone can access the subway is why we're in this situation. People are jumping. I see it all the time. And what I love is when they tell the story on the news and they let the mayor talk. My favorite person, sarcasm, sarcasm. Oh my God, sarcasm. When you let the mayor talk about this, right? He goes, well, most of the people feel safe down there. No. He goes, most of the people have never had anything happen to them. No. None of what you're saying, none of what's coming out of your mouth is true. Every single person has had an incident in the past 4 to 5 years on the subway, and that matters. So, what are you saying? Okay? And like this was a situation where it's like, New Yorkers are starting to take situations into their own hands, which this time it worked out, but it could have been bad. Okay? We're lucky. That was a lucky one. They're still trying to find the woman. Uh they can't find her, but everyone's carrying something on the subway for protection. I carry something on the subway for protection. I'm not sitting down there like a duck. I am not. Okay? This is my protection. No, this would never work. I seen something where they had some military guards in the subway. Yeah, no, it's just not. It's 1 week after she put them down here, this happened. So it's just proof that one, this is going to take a while, and two, the one thing that was successful is that they're saying is that the police were able to get to it because there were National Guards present. I don't know. It all sounds like horseshit to me. You know what I think? Give everyone a cat. We just get these 17 cats out. People need some love in their life. People needs, you don't have to medicate everybody, but you know what? Pets make people pretty happy psychologically. It can help you. There's other ways. Recidivism. I can't get that word out. These judges, and I don't put it past the judges. I don't put it past the police to be acting out either, by the way. I think that a lot of police retired during the pandemic that saw what was coming, was like, I'm out. I got my pin. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm sure they're gone. And I'm sure you have a lot of police that are there that are like, it reminds me of the movie The Godfather, which if I was bringing this up with Juskow, he'd be losing his mind right now. But that scene where he goes, you know what, they're animals anyway, let them kill themselves. I think that's a mentality that's out there. Call me crazy, but I think there is that mentality and that's why you got to put people in the community that look like the community, that care about that community. Because I've had conversations with people, they have a lack of empathy for people that don't look like them. And when you put them in a position of power with a gun in servitude, get them people in that look like us, that can help us. Okay. Oh, South Africa. What's up? What's up, my South African brother or sister? I can't tell. Yes, doesn't that Mr. Noise? That absolutely exists. Let's see what some of you are saying here. No diggity, no doubt. No diggity. Yeah, shows you how often he takes the subway. Absolutely. And I love these little it's like I never thought I'd be the person to be like politicians are greasy. No, I can't stand none of them. I don't know. I guess cuz now I'm of age and I actually see it. And the Santos dude is he's trying to run for office. Can you believe that? Like I don't understand what's going on. It's just not. It's the world, I don't know. We got to get something in control here. Oh, Willie Frank Harper, your question, where is your on-stage schedule for the You know what? I don't update my schedule on my local schedule ever on my calendar. I used to do it. I stopped doing it because a lot of times you know what? I'm going to start doing it again. Willie, you may have inspired me to start putting up my locals. It's just there's weird people out there. So a lot of times I'm nervous about letting people know everywhere I go. Um, this is what I will say because you're all here. Uh, you could always go to Marina Live Comedy. I'm gonna put it here. Marina Live Comedy, which is the same email I gave that crazy cat dude because I didn't want him calling me anymore. You can always go there and ask me where I'm at, and I'll tell you. That's the local events. You can always go to the Comedy Cellar too. I'm always there. You just go to Comedy Cellar and see when I'm on. Oh, my fans will protect me. No, it's people are crazy. But thank you. Let's see what's going on. Shows you just Friends Like Us podcast, the original that used to happen. Homeboy got his gun taken away from him. Yes, yeah, he did. Okay, this is from Duncan, my young student, my young assistant. Thank you. I was on the subway the other day and a door was open while the train was moving. Did that happen the whole time? Or was that like, oh my God, that's horrible. Or was someone leaning like that? As they say, don't lean on the doors. And I always lean on the doors. Oh my God. It's like not every story gets told. Okay, okay. I'm glad JWB671 that you'll be good in 2 weeks. Well, let us know. I hope you're doing well. I'll send out like a silent prayer, even though I don't pray, but I will send out some positive vibes, some good. I am a spiritual person, and I know Juskow will too. So we want you to be well. Even though you didn't come see my show. Don't think I didn't know that. Don't think I didn't notice. Um even though I don't post, so that's all me. All right, you guys, Juskow, I don't know if he'll ever come back. Oh my God, I need to know this. It was multiple stops. People were running through the train to get out of the car. What the? What train was this? It was multiple. You see, it's just mayhem. This is the thing about what I do like about this year is that a politician can say one thing, but the world always will tell you the answer and the truth and the real thing. So Mayor Adams can talk whatever, and then the next day it'll go, nope. See, look what just happened. Look what he's got to learn how to talk to people. And I don't know who is his publicist, but someone should also tell him it's okay to go, this is upsetting for everyone. And just take a beat with that. Like, I get the like get up and go, but when you said that New York was never going to make a comeback because of the migrant situation, you showed that's who you were then. Like now you're like someone needs to show you how to talk. And then it was the one train? Oh my god. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, something is up with this mayor. I love that. Something up with that mayor. Yeah, Christina Greer said this on the show that being a mayor of any city is probably the hardest job, but it's can be done. I never thought I would say this, but I'm actually thinking de Blasio, as much as I detested him, was better than him. And I don't want to say that, but it's like this is something else. Like there's something going on here there's some type of like you're not seeing how people are living and dealing, and you're not listening, and you're not preemptive. You're like you deal with stuff after the fact. And I'll tell you how I know this, because of the day the sky was orange and he walked out his house and he goes, "Oh, I guess I should go back in and deal with this and talk to the people." That's way too late. Like you get the Weather Channel and you get notices that we don't get, man. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You walking out your house and you just now this girl. Oh yeah, he cannot get over that mentality. What I mean, like not every ex cop has that mentality. I know some ex cops. You know, people were telling the conductor, and he said he knew, but he kept going. Yeah, that needs to be a story, because and here's the thing, why it's so important is because of what just happened. It needs to be a story. Every story needs to be a story. I remember when they said that there was a train that was taken. I don't know, DJ Eric Prince, do you remember that one? Like that one just kind of disappeared. We never found out who took the train, why they took the train, how they took the train. Someone took a train. Someone took a train. And I remember how the reporters, they go, "This is a side story." No, it's not. No. No, that's not a side story. So anyway, I should probably do my own reviews because we don't know when Juskow is going to come back. So let me pull some up. I'm going to pull them up myself and go through. If you're just joining and you didn't know why I do this to promote my podcast, Friends Like Us, which is it's my heart. It's my I love Friends Like Us, and we're doing really good right now. So make sure you check it out. It's scrolling right underneath here. Look, the link tree. So I hope you're not just joining, maybe just once, give it a chance. I know you're on here. You guys like the live and stuff, but chat, please do me a favor. And when you go to listen to Friends Like Us, leave us a review. Even if you left us one before, leave us another one. Okay, let's see. Reviews. All right. Let's see. Arlene hasn't been on here in a while. Oh, I believe it was kids who took the train. Yeah, but they look at the story. It's like we don't know. I don't know why I just went into my like Latino accent. Did you hear that? We don't know. I don't know. That was horribly offensive. There was a guy that took mini subways and buses in the 80s and 90s. Well, that we can't worry about. We need this news story. All right. Arlene D says, this is some reviews. Here we go. Uh-oh. Almost hit the end stream. Hold on. Here we go. Reviews. Arlene says, wonderful and thought-provoking. Great show. I never miss a show. Always encouraging, interesting, and full of information. This name is long. I'm going to butcher this name. Delmar Zenobia. That's someone who doesn't want to be found. Said in regards to the podcast on March 4th, the Three Smirks edition. They were, because we were all like, because we do this profile of, we do like promotions of our episode and it has everybody smirking. I just naturally smirk when I smile. It's like, Lamb said in regards to the Next Generation podcast clip, my husband's parents made it clear he was to inherit. Oh, this was an episode that we talked about taking care of your parents. It was a really powerful episode. We had Leanne Lord and Ashima Franklin on, who's going to return this week with Vanessa Fraction. And Ashima, we were talking about how the system is really broken when it comes to taking care of your parents, and like how it's tough. It's a tough job. And so they said in regard to the clip that Leanne, we put up on Instagram and it's on our YouTube channel. My husband's parents made it clear he was to inherit nothing. I do hope they have made plans. So I guess they were like, because we were talking about like after your parents, they can leave you with debt if they just sign over their mortgage to you and they don't, you don't have the ability to sell a house. So it was a great episode. We talk about a lot of financial stuff that you should be in preparation for when your parents get older, or when you get older. And then Duncan put, there are no other recent comments from YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Instagram. Yeah, why? And TikTok is done, by the way. I don't know how you guys feel. Do you care about TikTok? This is my question to you before I get out, because I don't know if Juskow is going to come back. But do you care about TikTok? Do you want it to keep going? I barely use it because I had a feeling this was going to happen. Every sign was pointing in this direction, that they were going to say that they were spies. We talk about it on this week's episode that's coming out with Von DiCarlo and Aunt Pruitt. Aunt Pruitt, we had him on previously talking about artificial intelligence. And this is a good episode. Let's see here. I remember when I was taking the train several years ago, and kids got into one of the cabins of the train and they made announcements over the train's intercom system and were cursing. Oh yeah, I remember that. Like that ability to do that, they've always done some type of behavior. It's like, wait, what? You're on the train, you're like, what? How? I think the problem is that I see a lot of people just kind of like they're so busy and everything is so tunnel that no one has time to care about all this stuff. You think it's not done? You think will survive? You think TikTok? Do you like Mr. Noise? Are you on TikTok? Do you use? I feel like it's for kids. I don't give it to the kids. Can we just give it back to the kids? Yeah, no, Juskow is working. That's what happened. TikTok seems to get decent exposure, but it doesn't seem to generate much traffic due to the lack of comments. Yes. Oh, you mean for our page? I don't know. For my TikTok page are you talking about in general? I'm not sure. I will say that for my page, I did quite well in the beginning. During the pandemic, I did really good. I got like 50 something thousand but I barely go on it because I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little paranoid too. Um, let's see here. I think there's an issue of Mike Dick 2 says, I think there's an issue of who has all our data and what they can use it for, not just TikTok and not just China. That's what we talked about. Like Ant brought up Amazon. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't really think about that, but Amazon, I always have to look to see if Alexa, are you on? I don't like Alexa. I try to keep Alexa out of my business. Okay, but you're right. Everything we do now, they ask for your information. They ask, Google wants your credit. They all want your Apple Pay. Apple's all up in your business. You gotta there's some things you can do though. There's some boxes that you can check to make sure that they don't follow everything you do. The problem is you get left out sometimes. So people don't want to get left out, fear of miss FOMO, and all that. Hey, Rondell. Hey, Rondeezy. What up, Rondell? Rondell used to watch my cat, Billy. Rondell, have you seen that I have 17 cats in the boiler room? Have you seen this? Whew. All right. Disable all voice control. Okay, yes. People are making a lot of money off of the service. You're right, Mr. Noise. They are. But yeah, I don't know. I think we need to worry about Russia too and what he's doing up there in space. What's he doing up there? What Putin doing in the space? So I don't know. I'm not making any money off of TikTok, so I guess in a way it's all right. If I was, there was a point I got like a couple of checks from TikTok and then it kind of stopped. I don't know why. But I was getting some money from them for a while, and the government got involved. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. And I think that may be the main issue is I have a question of why the government is concerned about how when they start worrying about people making their money in the way that they make their money, that worries me. But I don't know. I don't think TikTok's gonna be around. I don't know. Call me, I don't know. I could be wrong. I just don't think it's sustainable. Okay. I think Amazon's going to be in trouble. I hope they pay attention to all this stuff. Facebook, I hope they pay attention. The thing I'm on right now. I don't know what am I on? This thing. TV, because of cookies used by apps using their service in the browser still leaks your information and usage history. Yeah, I always take the cookies out. I always no, I disable cookies all the time, except for certain things that I have to use. What? Trump is for TikTok now after wanting it shut down when he was president. Really? Trump is for everything that I don't know if you saw I was going to sleep last night. I saw Robert De Niro. He cannot go without dropping an F-bomb when someone asks him about Trump. Mm. This is an important year. This is an important election. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'll tell you what, it's very scary. And I know who I am going to say it right now. Biden. There's no other option. I wish there was, but there isn't. If they give me another option in the Democratic Party, which I don't see it happening, I'm not voting for Trump. And I'm not voting because I know what not voting can do. That's how Hillary Clinton got out. It's because I didn't vote for no. Did Trump get some money from the TikTok guy? What really annoys me is that he said that black people can relate to him because of all of his allegations. That was the most offensive thing. Everything he said that highlighted. I was like, are you out of your mind? And that black people like sneakers. I mean, we're not even kiting anymore. I mean, the racism is beyond. It has gone out of control. So I do not think Juskow is coming back, folks. How do we go out on a good note? I want to end early anyway because I was playing Fortnite. I'm gonna be honest, and it's time to go back because I almost won and I did. Don't forget Lily May. Look at this beautiful. This is so cute. I love this color. It's not really doing the justice. The colors that I see. You can't really see those. The light is not hitting. I don't know if you can see that, but this is beautiful. She gave this to me for free. It was really nice of her. I have a VPN service. Um, I do. Thank you, Hack Tech. I'm going to put that up because I think that's important. Get a VPN service. You know what the thing that happens with the VPN service is when I use it, it always gets in the way of other stuff. It's like always something. Always something. But I use it. I use it on my phone. Are you saying I should use it in my home too? Okay, let's see. And I wish I was going to this. Eric, did you ever answer my question about the shelter house music stuff this weekend? Are you going to any of those events? And if you're on here, are you doing Twitch later? Let people know. Oh, I miss Juskow. Don't you miss them? I miss them a little bit. Pour one out for Juskow today. Well, he's working. Poor guy. All right. All right, guys. I think it's time to shut it down. This was a good day. It's a nice weather. It's nice weather. I don't know where you are. I said this week that even though it's nice weather here, somewhere else they're miserable. And I know that's like a really gloomy way to look at things and I can be a Debbie Downer. But and my friend was laughing at me. My friend was like, "Oh my God." I go, "I know you're enjoying yourself, but somewhere on the other part, there's somewhere it's really bad." And I was right. There was like a tornado or something, and it's hail. So whenever like it's good weather and it's not like supposed to be good weather, I'm like, this isn't good. Oh, is Oregon sunny today? Oh, in the 70s. Yeah, we had the 70s too. Okay, I like this. VPN service provides a blocks to your local ISP from snooping on you. The websites will see you. The websites will still see your activity. Okay, I see. It's funny because my neighbor actually asked. Oh, okay, everyone, look at this from Eric Prince. DJ Eric Prince, search for Harlem calling Eric Prince. You'll get my latest out of Berlin. Woo! That was a short clap. All right, guys. You want to go 2 hours today? What? Really? Oh, you heard about the event? You're not going? We'll be switching next week. Why are you not going? And how did you hear how come why did I not know about this event? It's because I'm in the boiler room with the cats. All right, guys. Anyway, I want to thank you all for joining me today. I'm sorry, Juskow has left the building. I'm actually going to kick his ass out. I saw him in the back. He wasn't coming back on. But we will be back hopefully next week. As the weather gets better, we'll probably scale this down to like once a month, maybe twice a month. Okay. I love hanging out with you guys though. This is a lot of fun. I love the community we've built here. So I thank you. I really appreciate you. Make sure you share my podcast, not this one, but the one that's in your ears, in your earbuds, the Friends Like Us podcast. Share it with a friend. Don't forget to wear your mask if you still want to. I know nobody wears it, but if you're on a train, you're in somewhere crowded, you feel like you need it, wear it. Wash your hands. And don't forget, Black Lives Matter. Oh, Mr. Noise is so sweet. With you, yes, 2 hours. I know I could go on. I could talk forever. Aw, love my friends like us family. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everybody. David Juskow is still. Hello?
You, as I was logging in, you signed off.
Wait, I'm still on. They can hear you. Do you want to say goodbye to them?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought it went blank, so that's why.
No, I
yeah,
I kicked your ass off just to say goodbye. Let's see here.
Hi.
I was about to like hang up.
I saw. So you must have just kicked me out as I was trying to come back on.
Oh man, the timing of that was beautiful.
Well, again, it's usually never this busy, but
That's all right.
something happened today, so I tried to warn you in advance, as you know.
What happened? Can you tell us or no?
Well, I could tell you. It just, I mean, it's no big deal. It just, it got busy. It just,
It's very interesting that you never talk about your work.
It's so boring. It's all legal stuff.
Yeah, but I'm so curious.
Everyone is. They don't seem to know what I do, which is funny, but I really wouldn't even know how to explain it. I told you I used to file securities for hedge funds for the SEC, but now I do something different.
We're filing securities. What does that mean?
There's the SEC needs to know what stocks are moving and who's filing shares and things like that. So I would report them to the SEC for all these hedge funds and groups and stuff.
Oh, that's important.
I know. It's like real serious, and there's a deadline. And then 4 times a year, it gets even worse because of the quarter ending.
Oh my God, that's stressful.
It used to be, but I was so good at it that's why they used to pay me a lot.
Someone said kick him off mid-sentence. That would be hilarious if I kicked you off while you came back.
Well, I guess what I do is I.
They were asking for hour 2. I'm like, no, I can't do that. I have shows tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. This doesn't usually happen.
I had fun. They were digging me.
Well, that's the good news. You have everybody here to.
Let me tell you, my Facebook page. I know, like, no one cares about Facebook anymore. Like, it's like, like the young kids, they all go, "Oh, if you're old, you're on Facebook. You meet your daddy on Facebook," all that stuff. But I'll tell you what, my Facebook page went. I got 34,000 subscribers on Facebook.
How? Why Facebook of all places?
It's just, I don't know. I post there a lot. The more you post on Facebook, the algorithm just.
Oh.
And I think, I don't know. It's just grew really fast. I went from 10,000 people on Facebook to 34,000 people in a month. So
incredible.
Cat guest next week. I should get someone. Those cats are so cute. All right, guys. Now, Juskow, tell them where they can. Are you doing anything this week?
We're still doing Stupid Pet Tricks. That's still going. I got a lot of stuff on that, which is real fun. And otherwise, just the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show Tuesday nights at 6 on YouTube.
All righty. So, my Lobtobe just joined from my Twitch page that no one follows.
I have those reviews if you want me to read them.
Oh, sure.
Oh, all right. Well, Arlene D, of course, says, great show. I never miss a show. Always encouraging, interesting, and full of information. Get ready for this one. Delmar Zenobia said in regards to the March 4th podcast, the 3 Smirks edition. Lamb said in regards to the Next Generation podcast clip, my husband's parents made it clear he was to inherit nothing. I do hope they have made plans. And that's all we have.
All right. That was wonderful. Good reading. By the way, I already did it.
Oh,
I just want.
tell me.
I wanted to see how good you did it. Yours was better. Just so you know. What
Oh.
the I love how you get it. You're hired.
Well, you know, I like putting my all into it.
You do. You did it such a good job. I was
Why do
like,
you think I hated Evelyn for so long? And Arlene says she really enjoys the show, and good luck in the future. Shut up, Mr. Noise.
oh my god.
Everyone does.
Yeah. So Cashmere Radio people, Eric Prince Harlow. Oh, okay. All right. All right, guys. Now this is the real ending.
Sorry, everybody.
I was going off about the train. You missed that whole thing.
I heard some of it.
Yeah.
You talked about Eric Adams and the train and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's good that you didn't get involved that day. You just never know.
Well, like I said, they've been adding a lot of security, but they're just what they need to do is put them on the actual trains. Because when you're in a car and you're just stuck with a lunatic.
How many though? They can't go
I
everywhere.
know that's the problem. There's no way to do it, and it's bad. Like I think I told you last week, I saw a guy praying, but was he praying or was he crying? He was on his knees. It was so awkward. And they kept saying, here's a station to find police. But by the time you get out, you're leaving everybody in the train. You need them right then and there to find out what that guy's up to.
Well, they put cameras so that at least they can see it happen. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to, here's the thing they're going to do. They're putting cameras in each train. They're also trying to prevent fare evasion because fare evasion contributes to the crime because people who are evading crime, not all, I've done it. Sometimes you've left your wallet at home.
Well, no, it's worse than that. Sometimes I'm paying for other people because what the fuck do they care how many people I let in if I'm paying? And then it stops and then I couldn't get through. So what am I supposed to do? My card doesn't work anymore, even though there's plenty of money on it. And they don't tell you how many people you can let through with your card.
Yeah.
Why would they care?
So, but what they really need to do, and what I said earlier, is just get everyone a cat. They'll be so much better and happier. And, sometimes there's ways to deal with mental illness that we haven't yet done that are cheap, that are affordable. Like there's an affordable way to deal with this. You have to deal with mental. I don't know how many times we have to say it. You have to deal with mental illness. You have to. In this city, walking around the city are people who are not on their medication. We are not people. They don't see if one day they go out their house and they think you're like squiggly lines, it happens. So, and it's a lot. We see it. We see it more than I think any other city. We see mental illness like in real time. So if you don't deal with it, if you are not really serious about dealing with it, you are going to, and you have a Supreme Court that just revoked however many year gun policy in New York City, right? Isn't that what happened?
Yep.
So we have a Supreme Court that didn't have our back. So that's their fault. And so now we got guns all over the city. We've got vehicles going around with license plates that are fake.
Well, I'm okay with that.
Really? Anyway, it's time to go because Lobtobe is talking about infections. I don't even know who this person is.
My sister's going to be here any minute. I got to get going.
All right. Well, tell your sister I said hello.
I will.
All right. Bye, everybody. Don't forget Black Lives Matter. This is the real ending here. This is the real goodbye.